As much as I love LCD sound system, they need to be turned off for multiple reasons. Not that I have a monetized channel, but I don't want to get struck for no reason whatsoever. So today we have a classic smackdown. Australia versus Denmark. I'm talking about beer, of course. However, I was curious and I looked it up. The last time Australia and Denmark faced each other was the 2022 World Cup on December 1st. It was Australia 1, Denmark nothing. So as far as the love of the game goes, Australia wins in football. Now, I've had Terra dozens of times. As far as, you know, easy to drink Korean macro brews go, one of my more favored ones, let's say. Cloud's okay. You know, a lot of like beer snobs, ooh, it's shit. It's not great, but you know, Cloud is not the worst thing in the world. It's not height. It's not calf-free. Cass is totally boring and nothing. But Terra's okay. I will drink Terra on a hot day with no complaints. So, what is Terra? Terra Australian Genuine Malt selected by Terra from the AGM. That's the assistant general manager. He makes all the beer. That's why they beat Denmark at the World Cup. Wait, no, that's the Australian Golden Malts. Correction, it is Australian Genuine Malt, which I love marketing. Australian Malt. Is it genuine? Yeah, put genuine on there. So they don't think that we're lying. Like, Australian Malt? This isn't like Swarovski crystals or like, I don't know. Guys, seriously, it's barley from Australia. I believe you. I believe you. It's fine. This is not absurdly out of the realm of the possible. I believe you. Regardless, I got the same glass. I'm going to pour it twice. These are actually meant for grolsches, which means they're going to get a big head on them. All right, so Kelly, what is this? What is the Denmark bringing to the table? They advertise, it's still Height Ginro, which is so funny. They're advertising Kelly's malt, grown in the North Atlantic Ocean breeze. Denmark Premium, grown in Jutland by Seabreeze. Premium malt from Denmark. So they advertise that this barley is actually germinated 24 hours longer than regular barley. The longer you germinate it, it basically means getting it wet, warming it, so that the seed starts to grow. The grain, right, starts to grow. The little plant comes out, and then when we get it as brewers, they cut that part off. So if they germinate longer, it's going to be more efficient in the mash to get more sugar out of it. I don't know, but that's what they advertise. Malting is not a process I understand deeply, but germinating it longer, I don't really get, you know, it's easier to make it into sugar in the beer, I imagine is the point. Well, we'll do a color comparison in a second. I think the Terra is a little darker. Can you see a difference? I can't. So I was reading about Kelly. This came out like a few weeks ago. So basically this was in response to market share being minimized with Corona for Korean beers. So they wanted another option to put on the menu at variety stores and restaurants and stuff. Get people excited. You know, this stuff is 18% of the market. Cass is OB. Yeah. So Cass is OB, and that's 43% of the market. This is 18, which is actually doing pretty well, considering this is the newest beer that the macros have introduced, other than this, of course, which is only a few weeks old. So, shut up, Kevin. This is precisely 1 month old, the Terra. And this is precisely minus 4 days. It's a little newer. They're both lagers, so like, you know, 4 days apart, a month old. That's not going to make hardly any difference. Yeah, Terra, nice malt. One thing I should add too. Sorry, Kelly also advertises it's more natural. They only use malts. I talked about that in another video with that OMG multigrain one where it's like starches and raw barley and malted barley. It's like, that's getting into Firelight territory, right? And as people watching my channel, I imagine you like to drink good stuff. That's my assumption. If not, I don't know why you're here. But this is the marketing push of, hey, there's no bullshit in here. So let's put that claim to the test. What is in here? Where am I looking here? Okay, so water, barley, like Mecca, like malted barley. Denmark, 100%. So, okay, well, there you go. I mean, I don't know how it tastes yet, but genuinely no bullshit as far as the sugars go in this. It is genuinely just Denmark malt. So good on you for that. We'll see how it tastes. Hop pellets from Germany and the States. Hop extract, which, you know, could be good or bad. It depends on what they're using, but they don't say. And then there's a couple of like stabilizers. There's another hop extract, a couple of acids, and then carbonation. But yeah, as far as the bulk of it goes, and the malts are always going to be the bulk of any beer. Yeah, 100% malt. Let's actually see what Terra says. It should be, I mean, let's just compare. All right, so Zhongjiasu, water, Mecca. Mecca is first, and it's 100% Australian. But then they have starches, which is the exact same as the OB. Russia, Hungary, and Serbia starches. Hot pellets, so yeah, this one uses a bit of a hack as far as like getting the sugar goes. To be fair, though, the barley malt is first, which in the OB multigrain one, it was like third. So, to their credit, it's first, but it could be 51.49, right? I don't know. Anyway, I've had this a bunch of times. I've actually never had Kelly before. I saw it in the variety store today, and I got it. So, again, macro lagers. I'm not gonna get like a big like whoa. It's beer. Yeah, let's see how it tastes. I'm curious, genuinely. Anytime a macro releases a new product with a gimmick like Denmark, see what happens. There's a bit of citrusy, not from the hops. That it's from like it's a bright kind of like lemoniness from the lagering malt, the malt lagering, the malts that they've lagered. Anyway, this one's a bit more crisp and a bit more bready. This one has more bread, but also that hint of like, I don't want to say sour. It's not sour. It's that lemony citrusiness to it. Let's do this again. I find this one creamier and richer. It's a bit more like smooth and like relaxing. It's a bit easier to drink. This one's definitely brighter. It's a bit bitier on the carbonation. It's still smooth. It's easy to drink, but much more than this one, the Kelly, I should say. So yeah, the Terra is more like a foamy kind of relaxing after a hard day of work. And like, oh, goes down, bit of malt in there, good. This one's much more of like a German beer. I'd say this is more American palate. This I think is more of a German beer hall palate, I'd say. Yeah, if I had to compare them. Lawnmower after, you know, long day on the lawnmower, Terra. Going out with friends and smashing a few glasses together and having a good time, I'll put it on Kelly. I actually prefer Terra. If I'm getting... Because I've had a lot of Pilsners and lagers that have a lemony bite to them, which are nice. This lemony bite is not bad, but I don't go, ooh, It's not a pleasant one as far as like desirable goes. It's okay. It's not great though. It is there, but it doesn't tickle my taste buds in the same way that like a really nice München Helles lager would. It's funny because I put them together and they're both Height Jinro, so. Height Jinro wins! Yeah, yay. They've put this out because they're losing market share to Cass being like 2.5 times more popular than this. No. This is another option on the smorgasbord of Korean macros. That said, I mean, obviously if you're at Hueshik with your workplace, you're going to be drinking some of this stuff. So you can, you know, I don't say go out and buy this necessarily, but living in this country, you will be in situations where you do have these, and there's no escaping that, unless you want to abstain. I'm not so anal as to abstain from having a beer at a samgyeopsal joint. You know, call me snobby, but I'm not an asshole. I'll drink a Cass. I'll drink this at a fucking barbecue joint. But yeah, You know, if you're out at Hueshik with a bunch of ajushis, get both and ask them what they think. I've done that before, and it's very no, it's not. It's like, ooh, mikju. A lot of, you know, and that's not, you know, I'm not making fun of them per se, but, you know, they're out for samgyeopsal, they want to have a beer. I don't know if a lot of them are going to be like, you know, they'll probably just order Cass anyway, but yeah, the new Kelly, it's like a crappier München Helles lager. That said, does it taste bad? No, it's completely standard lager from Korea Macro. I'm not defending that recipe, but we've all had a bunch of it, and, you know, inoffensive, better than Height, better than Cass. I have to do Cloud again. I haven't had Cloud in a long time. Anyway, you know, I still prefer Terra, but give this a try if you're out and about. You know, don't go out of your way to find a restaurant with it, but you will be in situations where this will pop up. Buy a bottle, see what happens.